You guys can see the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So till now what we have discussed is just we'll recapture that point and then we'll start the new topic. So yesterday we have seen the definition of data warehousing, and then we have seen what is OLTP, what is OLAP, and then we have seen the concept called schemas, and also we have seen about the data. We have two types of data, one is transaction data and one is master data, right? And then in the schemas we have seen what is star schema, what is snowflake schema, right? And today we'll see the fact constellation schema. Means suppose we have a scenario like this. I have two schemas. This is my sales fact table. Okay, in this I have my some dimensions: material, region, vendor, sales org. Okay, this is one star schema, and I also have another star schema. Say I have, this is my inventory fact table. In this also I have material, okay, and I have plant, this is then this is plant, material, purchasing, okay, and say some other plant, right? Say this is my okay, this is my warehouse. Okay, so assume that I have a requirement, okay, or I will say this is the region. This is region. Okay, assume that I have a scenario where I should get, means I can generate the report on this schema. This is one schema and this is one schema. Okay, so I can generate the report on the different schemas. Okay, different schemas, but my requirement is I want to get the data in the single report. I should get the data from both the schemas, that means what I have to do, I have to join these two schemas. Okay, that means see, already in this schema I have material, region, vendor and sales organization. Material, plant, purchasing and region. If you see here, I have two common dimension tables, material and region. So there is no need to, when I join it, there is no need to maintain two different tables here. Two different tables for material, region, there is not required. Okay, so what we can do is I can share the same dimension. That means it should be something like this. It is like this here, and this is here. This is as usual. Okay, so right, means what does my fact table concept? Multiple fact tables. Here I have sales fact table and inventory fact table. Sales fact table and inventory fact table. Multiple fact tables sharing common dimensions. Multiple fact tables sharing common dimensions is known as fact constellation schema. See, here I have sales fact table and shipping fact table. Okay, so multiple fact tables sharing common dimensions is known as fact constellation schema. Okay, so any doubts or any questions over here till now? These are the topics of data warehousing. You have to understand that, because the same concept means when you create a structure in BW also, we follow this joining concept: fact table, dimension table, master data, transaction data. It's the same concept that we'll be using in BW also. Okay, fine. Now we'll get into the BW. Okay, in BW we have different components. In BW we have different components like info objects, means customer, product, vendor, okay, price, quantity, revenue. These are all my fields. In general terminologies we call it as fields. The same fields in BW we call it as info objects. Info objects. Okay, and then we store the data. We store the data in the BW system, the different components. So we have a component called DSO or ODS, data store object, or operational data store object. Operational data store object. This is a flat structure. The structure of this component is flat structure. And we have one more component called cube. We call it as info cube. How many phases will have the cube? How many phases will have the cube?
6.
6. So that means it's a multi-dimensional model. Multi-dimensional. That it's known as a multi-dimensional. So when we create an info cube, we follow the schema concept. We follow the schema concept. What schema we use here in info cube when we create? So what schema we use here? We use the concept called extended star schema. Extended star schema or BW star schema or classic star schema. Okay, guys, no need to get confused. Even somebody is saying extended star schema or BW star schema or classic star schema, is everything is one and the same. Is everything is one and the same. Okay, fine. What is SAP like extended star schema definition? Fact table surrounded dimension table where master data is maintained outside of the cube. Where master data is maintained outside of the cube. Fact table surrounded by the dimension table where master data is maintained outside of the cube. Okay, you are clear with the definition? Fact table surrounded by the dimension table. What is your star schema? Fact table surrounded by the dimension table where master data is maintained within the dimension tables. Whereas in SAP BW, when you create a cube, in SAP BW, when you create a cube, we follow extended star schema concept or BW star schema concept or classic star schema concept. What is that? Fact table surrounded by the dimension table, where master data is maintained outside of the queue. Where master data is maintained outside of the queue. It will be something like this. Fact table surrounded by dimension table, okay, this all together is known as a queue. Suppose this is my material, this is my plant, this is my region, and this is my vendor, okay, and the master data is maintained outside of the queue. This is my master data. This is my info cube, and the info cube consists of fact table and dimension tables, and but the master data is not maintained within the cube. It is maintained outside of the cube. Okay, why it is maintained outside the cube, I'll let you know. Just give me 5 minutes more, but before that, try to understand the concept here. Okay, fact table surrounded by the dimension table, where master data is maintained outside of the queue. Okay, so this is one table, this is one table, and this is one table. So if you want to get the data from each table, we have to link. That means the link between fact table to dimension table, the link between fact table to dimension table is through dim IDs. The link between the fact table to dimension table is through dim IDs. That is dimensional IDs. Dimensional IDs. Okay, and this is master data and this is my dimension table. There should be a link between these two. The link between master data table to dimension table is through SIDs. What is SIDs? Surrogate IDs. Okay. So, what is my extended or BW star schema? Fact table surrounded by the dimension table, where master data is maintained outside of the queue. Okay. The link between fact table to dimension table is through dim IDs, and the link between dimension table to master data table is through SIDs. Okay.